It's June, which means it is time to go over how I did in May and talk about my goals for June. Hi, my name is Dawn Dalton. I am an independent author with a day job, and if you've been around for any amount of time, you've noticed that every month I make myself accountable for the goals that I have set for myself. And as the halfway point of the year is rapidly approaching, I'm starting to panic a little bit. So let's just get started. We are in my bedroom today because it's the weekend. The puppy's being a little wild and the hubby is gaming. So I figured I would come someplace quiet and go over my May wins and losses and talk about my June goals. This month I did not record setting up my planner. I did pick out a really cute, bookish, magical themed washi tape, and I used a bunch of book stickers for a very important reason, which I will get to when we start talking about June. But first, as always, let's talk about what I did for May. So, as always, May was a very mixed bag of ups and downs. It started off really well with a puppy sitting writing retreat where I got a lot of writing done. I ended the month by doing a full weekend of editing, and so there was a lot of good writing, a lot of good editing, much needed for the progression of Roll of the Dice, which is the book I've been working on. That being said, I did not quite hit 100 writing blocks last month. I did so much editing, I only got 77 blocks of writing done. But that's still 77 blocks of writing. I did fill one notebook. I obviously paid my bills. My daily habits were at least 55% for the entire month. I only posted 3 of the 4 YouTube videos. I couldn't think of something to do for the 4th video, so I thought instead of burning myself out again, I would just not post anything. I didn't write a single blog or Medium post. I just haven't had the mental fortitude for it. I did finish one skein of yarn in the red, white, and blue blanket I've been working on. I'm actually getting I'm over the halfway point on it, so it should be finished up before the year is out, and it's basically just going to be a lap blanket, and either I'll give it to the puppy, or if I ever see the friend that I made the original blanket for, I'll give it to him. I read 3 of 4 books this month. Again, most of those were audiobooks. I'm having a little problem finding either a Kindle or a physical book that is really holding my attention. And I did complete 4 workouts. For the yearly goals or sub-goals that I wanted to do this month, I did not have a self-care day because I'm a genius that thinks that I can go until I can't. I attempted a no-buy month, and I did fairly well with the not stopping on my way home from work to pick up, a snack or something. But I did end up buying Mary a few new toys when I had to go buy her food, mostly because she was being really good and May was her birthday month. But I did eat out a little bit more than I originally planned, but for the most part I did pretty good sticking to my guns and not buying just extra stuff because I needed a pick-me-up. I did not finish my ASL alphabet refresh. I've been slacking on that. I just need to schedule myself the time, not just put it down as a goal, but actually schedule myself the time. That's the problem I'm also having with picking a self-care day every month, is I don't schedule it, and I need to just do it and be done with it. I did not do my sunshine for 30 days. I think I need to adjust this one because it's an all or nothing goal, and those are really hard to do. But that's something for future me to think about. I did clean out the cupboards in the kitchen and get rid of a few things that have just been taking up space that we don't need and haven't used in years, or were like one of those cups that you get when you buy like one of those like mini fish bowls. I'm not a huge drinker, so why do I still have that? And I did take the donations out of the house. They made it as far as my car, so it's still progress. They are out of the house. They are out of our way. They are just in my trunk, and I need to get them out sometime this week because I do have a craft show coming up. So on to my June goals. Oh, before we get into June goals, one final thing is I did finish my edits on Roll of the Dice. I have converted it over to a Google Doc so I can adjust the formatting so that I can make it into a PDF to send to my alpha reader, and so I can also send copies to my beta readers. So I'm super excited. We are one step closer to my third book coming out. On to June goals. As always, I want to write 100 blocks. This is just continuing to push my writing career forward, making sure that I'm constantly working on my books and just continuing to move the needle forward. I want to fill one notebook. Again, I have a huge stockpile, and I am generally a handwriter, so this should be a fairly simple goal to accomplish this month, especially as I'm starting the fourth book in this series and just working on all things. I'm going to, pay my bills. Daily habits at 55%. I feel like just that little bump is enough to push me to keep checking in with my goals, because 50 is fairly easy, 55 is a little bit harder, and hopefully I can hold the line at 55 and then move it forward as we enter the second half of the year. I want to post 4 YouTube videos, write 4 blog or Medium posts. If I don't write a single one this month, I am going to get rid of this goal. It is only there at this point to mock me and will probably never be as important as it used to be until it actually is. I want to finish 1 skein of yarn and read 4 books, and I want to complete 4 workouts. Obviously, my month-to-month goals don't change a lot. What is changing is the stuff that I'm pulling from my yearly goals. And for the yearly goals, I would like to record a Write With Me. I know that we're getting into the busy season of the year for me. At the end of this month, I will be going to a work convention that takes me through the beginning of July. I also, 2 weeks later, have another work convention. Luckily, that one is in town, so I will be able to go home at the end of the day. And it's followed up like 2 days later by going to Gen Con. So it is just back to back to back for the month of July. So I do need to have a few things prepped just in case either I get sick or I am just so worn out that I can't post anything. I do want to have some body doubling footage so that I can have a Write With Me. One of these days I'd actually like to do a live where I do a Write With Me, but that is a future dawn thing for when I have the space to be able to set up for it. I want to do my Q2 writing schedule audit. I was pretty loose with my schedule this quarter as far as, writing time, and, it's just, you have to do this many writing blocks a day, and I feel like that's mostly been working out, but I do want to go back and double check my numbers to make sure. I do want to do the ASL alphabet refresh. One of the Discord servers I'm in has a few people who are very well versed in ASL, and there has been talk of doing some Discord lives, TikTok lives, where we go over the alphabet and words, and I'm hoping that that reignites my ability to do stuff. I also just need to schedule time in my weeks to sit down with videos and relearn the letters that I cannot remember. I need to go get my hair trimmed. It's starting to get really kind of scraggly, so that's gotta happen. I need to schedule out my self-care day. I need to organize my computer bookmarks, just go through them, double check that everything still works and is not a broken link, is still relevant to what I need, all of that good stuff. I need to make my cover for Roll of the Dice and the back matter for it. We are getting to the point where I can soon hit publish. The book is done as far as I can get it. The last thing is send it to my alpha reader. I should probably also add send to my beta readers into the schedule, because we are getting to the end of all this. My alpha reader does a lot of line edits, a lot of this makes absolutely no sense, takes a red pen to it, which I absolutely adore. So we are getting to the point where this book will soon have a release date, and I cannot be happier. We are, 4 months behind? No, 3 months behind where it was supposed to be. Because I was originally planning on publishing this book in March. So yeah, so that's the plan. Obviously I want to start book 4, which is picking up the pieces, and I need to continue working on the other series that I've been dabbling with, as well as a bunch of other standalone projects that have been taking up some brain space. So if you've been enjoying watching me set and attempt goals, be sure to feed the algorithm, boop that like button, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.